Finally, I am back recording a review for wrestling. That's wild. I'm sorry for not uploading the last few days. It's because we've been having storms in the area and I am currently without power and Wi-Fi. I'm actually somewhere else now, just quickly recording this while I have a few minutes free and where I actually have internet. So if my videos are slow this week, that's why, but I will catch up on everything. You're just gonna have to give me some real grace this week. Anyway, let's look at what happened on NXT tonight, because it was quite a fun show. And the most important thing that happened on tonight's show was the debut of Naraku, formerly known as Evil, going up in his debut against Lince Dorado, who just recently had a victory on AAA. I'm really enjoying his work on AAA, but I guess we're just using him as a jobber here. You know what? Bring him over to NXT. Give him an actual run, because like if you watch AAA, which I will have a video on soon, he's actually really fun. But good work for Evil. Really great debut. He says that he's not like, what exactly did he say? I'm not sure. Something about he's not a fair fighter. He's just pure evil, and that's cool. I'm excited to see what we're doing with him, if how he's going to go into the whole thing with Tony D'Angelo and Mason Rook, because let's talk about them first. So Robert Stone has security in the ring, and they introduced the newest signing to NXT, Mason Rook, who cuts a really solid promo. I mean, it was a kind of a rough promo. It wasn't bad, it was just okay, but hey, he's on NXT, right? You're here to learn promos. He says he's here to NXT, he wants that NXT championship. Tony D'Angelo comes out, he wants to have a proper look at the guy that's been attacking him the last few weeks, but Tony D'Angelo gets jumped by Cam Hendrix. So as Tony D'Angelo and Cam Hendrix are brawling outside, Mason Rooks gets on the top rope and does a moonsault off the top rope to the outside. The poor security guards that had to catch him, like, I'm not gonna fat shame anybody, but man, I can just imagine having to catch someone of his weight from that height. Insanity. But I'm excited. I'm excited to see where he goes, especially since he was like, not admired, what do you call it, advocated for by John Cena, which is crazy to think about. And how all of this is going to play in, because like Cam Hendrix has been attacking everybody. How does he play into this? What's Naraku's goal? What's his goal with Tony D'Angelo? Mason Rooks is clearly after him, so I'm excited. A whole lot of things going on with the world championship scene, and I don't exactly know where we're going with it. Who's going to challenge him first? How many people are going to fight in order? Are going to get a fatal 4-way match? So many different moving parts, but it's all very exciting. The opening match though for tonight, because this wasn't the opening, just the key things I wanted to talk about, was Lizzie Rain and Tatum Paxley going up against Nikita Lyons and Zarya. Now during the match, Zarya abandons Nikita Lyons. I previously predicted that Zarya was just not going to show up. I still would have preferred that, but Zarya just ditches Nikita Lyons, so that allows Lizzie Rain to pin Nikita Lyons 2 times now that she's had a pinfall victory over Nikita Lyons. Good for her. Now she and Tatum Paxley stand tall. They get a victory. Fun stuff. Backstage though, later on, Tatum Paxley awards Lizzie Rain with a North American Championship shot. You know what would be sick? If they just gave that belt to Lizzie Rain. Tatum Paxley, I think, deserves to be called up. I don't know where, but like both women's divisions could really need some depth right now on the main roster. So seeing Tatum Paxley get called up would be cool. I think it would be a major push. Like, just strap a rocket to Lizzie Rain. The crowd really likes her. I really like her. Everybody I know really likes her. So just do it. Plus, you can build a feud with her and Zarya. Build a feud with her and Nikita Lyons. Obviously, you can do the same with Tatum Paxley. I just think like it would be an insane push for Lizzie Rain, because she's just really cool, man. Then we have Birthright going up against Shawn Legacy, Tate Wilder, and EK Prosper. Tate Wilder eventually gets tagged in, but he wants to do everything himself. This leads to him losing the match for his team. I would have preferred the babyfaces won, but then again, I would like Birthright to win. I was really torn during this match, because the babyfaces really need to win, but also you want to make this faction look dominant. So, you know, result is fine. It just sucks seeing Ariana Grace without that women's championship. I did watch TNA. I'm not gonna review the show, but yeah, Laying Lee is your new TNA Knockouts champion for whoever cares. So poor Ariana Grace, man. I wish they did more of her as champion, but hey, that's not what this is about. Backstage, Tate Wilder thanks Shawn Legacy and EK Prosper for this opportunity, for helping him out, and then Dorian Van Dukes appears. He says he's 1 week away from returning, and then he's going to be able to help them against Birthright. So we're setting up for a 4v4 match. That's great. I was very worried that Dorian Van Dukes is going to go back to Evolve. Not that it's bad for him, right? He would do good there, but I felt like he was already called up to NXT. He was doing good on NXT. Keep pushing him on NXT. It seems like we're doing that. So I'm excited for this 4v4 match. I would low-key like it. I know it's not been built up to anything like that, but have like a War Game style match. Not War Games. You know, TNA does Lethal Lockdown. Do a Lethal Lockdown match with these 4 teams, right? I think you can do something with that. I think that would be a fun result. Don't just make it a normal 4-on-4 tag team match. We just had a 3-on-3. Let's have a fun stipulation for the 4-on-4 match. We have a backstage segment where Natty is doing some promo work for LFG, and she gets confronted by Jada Parker. This was it was short, but it was fun. I'm really liking what we're doing here. I feel like, I don't know what, when main roster people come down to NXT, they're 10 times more interesting than there are on the main roster. I'm way more interested in whatever we're doing with Natty right now than anything she's been doing with the Maxine Dupree stuff on the main roster. Is that even still going? I don't know, man. I haven't tuned into the main roster in a while, but I don't know. This feud just feels fresh. It feels exciting, and it feels like we need to have Jada Parker win this because she really needs it. It does seem like we are forming a team with Romeo Moreno and Noam Dar, which I'm totally cool with. I like their dynamic. I feel like we reforming a Metaphor 2.0 should be fun. I really like that faction. It sucked when they broke up, and I could really dig it. Romeo Moreno and Noam Dar, they feel like, I don't know, something just feels right about it. But even then, Noam Dar loses his match against Jackson Drake. Obviously, right, they were building Vanity Project. It's kind of weird, right? You brought Noam Dar back only to have him instantly be squashed. Well, he wasn't squashed, right? It was an okay match, but it's weird, right? I'm happy Jackson Drake gets the victory. It's his second victory in a row, so he's building up momentum, maybe a championship opportunity in his future. I would low-key like to see him have a North American Championship match. Maybe he could be Speed Champion. That could fit him too. Either way, as they're all in the ring, Darkseid's music plays. All of Darkseid come out, the Vanity Project, they leave. They're wimps, they don't want anything to do with it. And Darkseid then says that it's not the two members that won the match last week that's going to have this #1 opportunity. It is Saquon, Sugars, and Dion Lennox that are going to face for the tag team championships. Because for Darkseid to be able to move forward, they need to be on the same page. And the only way for that to happen is for Diana and Saquon to win those championships. So that's very fun. I don't know what it is about Darkseid the last few weeks. I'm sounding like a broken record, but they have been really interesting. I low-key wouldn't mind seeing them become tag team champions. I do hope Swipe Right still keeps that championship. I want to see them have a proper reign, even though we haven't done anything with them in months. Well, on the other hand, Dion Lennox and Saquon Sugars, there's a really fun dynamic there, and they're finally interesting. So now that Darkseid is finally interesting, we should probably capitalize on it. Because Swipe Right, they can win the tag team championships down the line again. They'll be fine, right? They still have a lot of time, but Darkseid's finally interesting. So yeah, I think I've convinced myself that I want to see them win these championships. On the other hand, I can also see it completely blowing up and this be the end of Darkseid. But you know, I don't know, man. I don't know. I want it to happen, but at the same time, when Darkseid split up, I'm torn. Then we get to the main event, which is chaotic. It is Kelani Jordan versus Kendall Gray. During this match, Lola Vice is backstage. She's watching this match, and then she gets attacked from behind by Izzy Dame. Now, this brawl leads all the way down to ringside, and this gets an interference into the match. It disrupts the match, which allows Kelani Jordan to pick up the victory. I told you guys so. I told you that there is no way Kendall Gray can get past Kelani Jordan, and Kelani Jordan did it all fairly. The distraction, you know, it was all meant to cause Kelani Jordan, but she's so mentally tough that she overcame it, right? We all support Kelani Jordan. Kendall Gray is great, but, you know, she's a rookie. You know, give the vet Kelani Jordan a chance because you're just not as good as her. But, and jokes aside, I'm very happy for Kelani Jordan. I really am excited for a Lola Vice feud with her. I've seen a lot of people saying this should be a Fatal 4-way match. Damn, this should be a Fatal 4-way match. I want to see each of these people get an opportunity one-on-one. I feel like Izzy Dame is being built up as a leader because earlier tonight she had a promo where she told Nico to go because she wanted to talk to Shawn Spears alone, but we didn't find out what they talked about. They're really building her up as a leader, and I'm really hyped for her future. I want to see her have a proper one-on-one shot for that. Kelani Jordan deserves a proper one-on-one feud with Lola Vice based off of their history. Kendall Gray too, one-on-one opportunity. I don't want to see a Fatal 4-way. We can get the Fatal 4-way, but we should also then have subsequent one-on-one feuds. You know what I mean? Anyway, happy for Kelani Jordan. Happy that she's finally getting a spotlight and finally getting victories, because for the longest time she's kind of been not the gatekeeper, but you know, when someone needs a heel they can go over, they gave Kelani Jordan to them. And as a big Kelani Jordan fan, that really hurts me because I want to see her succeed. So now that she's finally getting an opportunity, I don't think she's going to win that belt, but still, seeing her be treated as a massive deal, it just makes me happy. But yeah, that's NXT for tonight. If I have to give the show a rating, I'm going to give it a solid 9 out of 10. Not the perfect show, but a lot to be excited about. I mean, so many moving parts on NXT right now. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know where everything's going to fall. So yeah, a 9 out of 10 feels appropriate. I'm also sorry that I didn't talk about every single thing and every single thing in depth. Like I said, I just have a few minutes now of internet at some other place. So I'm doing this on short notice. I'm doing whatever I can right now to get this video out. So next time, my next videos, whenever that'll be, I'll have a proper full-length video again, but for now, just give me some grace, please. Anyway, leave a like, subscribe. I cover TNA. No, I don't cover TNA anymore. I cover NXT, Evolve, and AAA every single week. I'm thinking of tuning into SmackDown. I've been watching it for the last few weeks, and it is actually pretty good, pretty entertaining for me. Trick Williams is the star. But yeah, might cover SmackDown too from now on, and I have a podcast with PWF where we talk about Evolve for a few hours, so you should tune into that too. So leave a like, subscribe, and yeah, just send thoughts and prayers. Goodbye, everyone.